The top chef picks up a fish and starts cutting from the belly. Soon the flesh is sliced to the thickness of a cicada's wing, but the fish is still swimming happily in the water without even realizing that the flesh has been removed. The man is the local god of cookery. Whenever there is a happy event in the village, he will be invited to be the chef himself. He holds a dragon head knife in his hand, aiming at the pig in front of him. With a single stroke, he wraps the knife around the pig's body. The knife cuts through the pig's mouth, following its bones and veins. The pig is split in two, bone and flesh completely separated. There was no blood on the blade. The villagers applauded and applauded, but after the villagers finished eating, they started to vomit with dizziness and abdominal pain. This is obviously a sign of poisoning. The man couldn't figure out why all the food was made by him. Why was there a problem? It was then that he realized that the last handful of salt he put into the pot was handed to him by his apprentice. In a fit of rage, the man picked him up and began to beat him. Eventually, unable to bear the pain, the apprentice told him what had happened. It turned out that the mastermind behind all this was doing this in order to take the dragon head sword, but the man could not be blamed for what had happened. The village chief knocked him down with a stick. The dragon head knife, the symbol of the god of cookery, fell to the ground and lost its luster and became rusty. He was driven out of the village. He had no place to live with his skills, so he packed his bag and went to the city. But halfway there, he suddenly found a familiar restaurant. He entered the restaurant and saw the totem on the map. He remembered that this was his master's restaurant. Since the master had passed away, the restaurant was now run by his two daughters. When the man came in, the waiter asked him what he wanted to order. Instead, the man ordered a dish of cabbage in boiling water. This dish sounds simple, but it's a great test of the chef's skills. The chef knew he had met an expert. At the same time, a young man arrived at the restaurant. He has been training in martial arts since he was a child and is a good cook. Seeing that the man across the table had ordered cabbage, he ordered one too. When the cabbage was served, the man tasted it and said, "It's too ordinary." The chef was furious and wanted to compete with him.